guys, so I'm making a bit of a different video today. I just wanted to sort of create one a little bit better to help you get inspired to live life your way. And what I mean by this is I want to help you find out what makes you happy, and then you can create your life around that. Now, I much rather would have done this outside, but the wind had other ideas and it's just too noisy out there. But I wanted to make this nice and clear for you so you can actually hear what I'm saying. So, what makes you happy? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be about travel. That's our passion and our way of life. And your happiness is personal to you. So what is it that makes you tick? What makes you feel fulfilled? What makes you get out of bed every morning? What gets you excited for life? What do you want to share with other people? What do you actually want? So you're just going to excuse me, I have written down a few notes because I didn't want to forget anything, because I know if I go through and try and do it without the notes, I'm going to forget something and be like, damn it, now I have to start again. So yeah, bear with me. So what do you want? It's such a simple question, but I've found along my travels, not many people know how to answer it. Heaps of people come up to me and they're like, oh, Simone, I wish I could do what you're doing. You have the best luck, you have the best life and all this kind of crap. And then they're like, I wish I could do that. And then so I turn around and say to them, well, you can. So many people say to me how stuck they feel, like they're stuck in a rut and they don't know what they want to do with their life. So when I turn around and say you can have it, then they go on and on with all these different excuses. Like, you would be amazed some of the stuff I've heard come out of people's mouth. Like, a lot of the common ones are like, oh, I have a house. So I'm like, well, I have a house. And they're like, yeah, but I have, I'm married. I'm like, well, I'm married. Yeah, but I have a job. I'm like, so if you're not happy in your job, you can always change it. And they say things like, oh, I have a dog, I have responsibilities. Like, stop telling me all this bullshit, Simone. I can't have everything I want. And I was like, well, not with that attitude, you're not gonna get it. But in the end, it all comes down to your purpose. If you have a big enough purpose to change, you will. And what matters more to you. But I think I'll cover this in another video because it's kind of a different topic. So we're sitting there, we're talking about it, they're feeling stuck, they don't know what to do. So generally I'll just try out this little visualization technique that I use. And I'll explain that a little bit more in a moment. But the basics of it is I just simply ask them, what would you do with your life if you had an unlimited amount of money? And a lot of them cannot answer the question still. Even though all their needs will be met, everything's comfortable, you've got everything you thought you've wanted, and still they just sit there and they're like, oh, I don't know. So they haven't really even thought about it. So they're feeling stuck, but they don't know what they want. So how can you change your life to what you want if you don't know what that is? So another really important question to ask is, what is success to you? So success doesn't necessarily mean you have all this money, and like it's not dependent on money. It's like a feeling you have. I feel quite successful because although I don't have millions and millions of dollars, I'm living the life that I want to live, that feels right to me. Like, my life makes me happy. Like, traveling is my passion. And I just love new experiences, getting out there, meeting new people, doing some cool shit, having fun. And then I also like to share that with the world because I want them to know that they can have it too, if that's what they want. So to me personally, having a successful life is having the freedom to do whatever I want every day. So ask yourself, what is success to you? What does my successful life look like? You don't have to prove anything to anybody else. This is your life. It's up to you how you feel, what you want. It could even be like something like raising your kids. Whatever gives you that feeling or sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. Like, you feel good about your day that you just had. I know right now a lot of us are in isolation because of the coronavirus. So try telling a traveller that they can't go anywhere. It's bit different for me and Zebby, but Zebby's doing a lot of solo work still, and I've just decided to keep working on Troopy Travelers since I have all this time opened up for me. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, you know, you can kind of find a positive in anything. So if you're like me and you've lost your job temporarily or for good, without sounding uncompassionate, now's the perfect time to find out what you really want. And if you do have a job, ask yourself, does it make you happy? Are you excited to get out of bed and go to work? Like, does it fulfill you? If not, and you're after a change, like, I'm well aware that people just can't up and quit because, you know, people got bills to pay and they like to prepare for things that are coming. So instead of just upping and quitting, what you could do, like every day, work on your vision, work on what you want in life. So maybe like an hour before or after work, just sit down and think about what you want. And if you keep thinking about this every day, you keep writing down what you want and how you're going to get there, which will probably come later if you do write it down. But then if you are persistent, you will get there eventually. So let's get to the technique, guys. So you're going to need a pen and paper for this, and somewhere nice and quiet by yourself where you're not going to be disturbed by anyone. Now, I usually like being outside, under a tree, laying down, or at the beach sunbaking. But I realise that some of you don't have that opportunity, especially now. So just find anywhere that's quiet, that'll do. And if it's not quiet, just chuck on some headphones. So sit or lay down, take a few deep breaths, get comfortable, get relaxed, and then just let your imagination fly. Let it go crazy. Think of all the things that you'd like to have in your life. What would make you happy? What things would you be doing? Now you can write this all down at the end, or you can just, if you're like me, I just take notes as it comes to me. So I'll just write it down. And then that's how I figure out what I want and what makes me happy. Just a reminder, guys, there's no rules here. This is a bit of fun. Work with it, play with it, get really crazy. And this is your life and you're the creator. So as I was saying before, a good way to start is to just think about what you would do if you had unlimited amounts of money. Like you had more than enough. So you've done all the things you've wanted to do with your money. You bought that big house, fancy car, you know, went on that perfect holiday you've been dreaming about. You've done all that. You've bought all the things that you think are going to make you happy. So now that that's all out of the way, you're kind of bored. You've got everything. It's right there. You don't need anything. So now ask yourself, if I had unlimited amounts of money, what would I be doing with my time? So this is where it gets fun. What does your best life look like? Who will you be living it with? What does it feel like? What do you want to experience? What do you want to wear? Like, do you want to travel? Where do you want to go? How do you want to travel? What kind of people do you want to meet? What kind of relationships do you want to make? There's so many questions you could be asking yourself. Maybe you're like us, you want to go traveling, see the world, have new experiences, meet new people, just enjoying the present moment. Or maybe you like health. You know, you like learning about it, what foods to eat, what makes you feel good. So you could become a nutritionalist, or you like cooking for people, become a chef, do whatever makes you happy, you know. Exercise, you love exercise, go out and be a personal trainer. Do you like planning or organizing parties or events? Then why not think about becoming a wedding planner or something like that? Like, there's so many options, guys. Just have a think about it and see what you can come up with. Find whatever brings you joy and do that. Just forget about the money. It will come later. Once you get really good at what you love doing, then most of the time the money will just flow on afterwards. So there's a really good Alan Watts video that I'm going to link in the description below. So check that out. It might further inspire you. I love Alan Watts. He's the man. But anyway, my point is, you need to write it all down. In the end, I mean, we're all human. We all have our ups and downs, our challenges, and we're all just out here like doing our best. But remember, There is no reason why you cannot live life your way. So I'm really interested in learning if you gave this little experiment a go. Make sure you write it down. If you have, swing me a message or a comment. I'd love to know about what makes you happy, you know, what drives you, what's your dream life look like. And then even stay in contact within a couple months' time, and I'm curious just to see if things start shifting for you, if you're starting to get closer to that dream. I also want to know what you thought about this video and if you want to see more, because I have so many ideas and things I could talk about or expand on. And hopefully we can get you closer to living life your way. So sending lots of love, and I hope you're having the most beautiful day.